Go. Smiling with pride. Yes, Sophie. Exactly. The world will try to teach you that success is everything. That money is everything. That your career is everything. But I'm here to tell you that none of those things matter if you've lost your humanity in the process of gaining them. Timothy. What would you want us to do, Go? If we become successful like the Mabuza children, what should we do differently? Go. Stay connected. Visit regularly, not just on holidays. Call often, not just when you need something. Send enough money that your parents can live with dignity, not just survive. Include them in your life. Let them meet your friends, see your achievements. Make them proud not just of what you've become, but of how you've remained who you are. Share your success with them, don't hide them from your success. Philip. The businesswoman who said her mother was the cleaning woman, that was the worst part for me. How could she be ashamed of her own mother? Go. Because she had absorbed the values of people who judge others by their wealth and status instead of their character. She was afraid that being associated with a poor, rural mother would damage her reputation with her wealthy clients. So she chose her business over her mother. And karma made sure her own daughter later made the same choice. Grace. So we should never be ashamed of you, Go. Even if our friends are wealthy and you're, well. Go. Laughing gently, even if I'm a poor old woman from the village. Never, Grace. Never be ashamed of where you come from. The people who raised you, who loved you, who sacrificed for you, they are your foundation. Without them, you would have nothing. Anyone who judges you for honoring them is not worth knowing. Susan. I would never be ashamed of you, Go. Never ever. Go. I know, my sweet child. But hold on to that feeling. Even when you're older and the world tries to convince you that old people are burdens. Even when your friends don't understand why you make time for family. Even when it seems inconvenient or difficult. Hold on to what you feel right now. Sophie. Go, is it ever okay to say no to your parents? Like, if they ask for something unreasonable? Go. That's a wise question, Sophie. Honoring your parents doesn't mean becoming their slave. It doesn't mean accepting abuse or unreasonable demands. It means treating them with respect while also maintaining healthy boundaries. The Mabuza parents didn't ask for unreasonable things. They asked for food. For medicine. For visits. For basic care. Those are reasonable needs, not demands. Timothy. So it's about balance again. Go. Always balance. Respect without enabling. Care without sacrificing yourself entirely. The problem with the Mabuza children wasn't that they set boundaries. It's that they built walls. They cut off their parents almost completely. That's not boundary setting. That's abandonment. The stars had come out fully now, carpeting the sky with their ancient light. The children sat in thoughtful silence, each processing the weight of Gogo's words. A cool breeze rustled through the trees, carrying with it the scent of night-blooming jasmine. Philip. Go, do you think the Mabuza children's children will treat them better because they saw what happened? Go. Some will. Some won't. The doctor's son, as I mentioned, still harbors resentment. He saw his father neglect his grandparents, and is using that as justification for neglecting his father. The cycle continues until someone chooses to break it. The lawyer's children are trying to be better. They visit him. They help him. But the damage to trust is hard to repair. Grace. So someone has to choose to be different. Go. Yes. Every generation has that choice. You can perpetuate the pattern of neglect, or you can break it. You can say, my parents did this wrong, so I'll do it right. Or you can say, my parents did this wrong, so it's okay if I do it too. The choice is always yours. Susan. I choose to break it. I choose to be good to my parents and to you, Go. That's my girl. But remember, choosing is easy when you're 10 years old, sitting on your grandmother's veranda. The real test comes when you're 30 or 40, when you have your own pressures and problems, when it's easy to forget or make excuses. That's when you'll need to remember this conversation. Sophie. We'll remember, Go. We'll tell each other. If one of us starts to forget, the others will remind them. Go. Good. Look out for each other. Hold each other accountable. Family isn't just about blood. It's about commitment. It's about showing up. It's about caring even when it's inconvenient. The Mabuza children forgot that. Don't make their mistake. Timothy. Go, what do you want from us? I mean, when we're grown up and you're even older. What would make you feel cared for? Go. Her eyes glistening with tears. Oh, Timothy. What a beautiful question. I don't need much. I need to know I'm not forgotten. I need visits, even short ones. I need phone calls, even brief ones. I need to hear about your lives, your challenges, your joys. I need to feel like I still matter, like my years and my experience still have value. And yes, I need to know I won't go hungry, that there will always be food in my pantry. Real food, not leftovers. Philip. You'll always have food. Go. Always. Go. I believe you. But more than food, I need to feel loved. The Mabuza parents had neighbors who would feed them, but they still felt abandoned because their own children didn't care. Material support is important, but emotional support is essential. Don't forget that. Grace. So even if we send money, we still need to visit and call. Go. Especially if you send money. Money without connection is just guilt money. It says, here, leave me alone, I've paid my debt. But there is no debt. There's only love or the absence of it. The Mabuza children sent occasional money as if checking off a box on a to-do list. What their parents needed was their presence, their time, their attention. Sophie. Presence over presents. Go. Smiling, yes, that's exactly it. What a perfect way to put it. Presence over presents. I'll remember that. Your parents need both, but if you had to choose presence. An hour of your time is worth more than 1,000 rand sent from a distance. Susan. I like spending time with you. Go. This is better than any present. Go. Pulling her close again, and I like spending time with all of you. These evenings, these conversations, these moments of connection, this is what life is about. Not houses or cars or bank accounts. This. Right here. Family gathered together, sharing stories, learning from the past. Timothy. Do you think the Mabuza parents knew they were teaching us a lesson? Even through their suffering? Go. I don't think they planned it that way. Their suffering was real, not performative. But the ancestors work in mysterious ways. Philip. Maybe their pain had them by learning from what maybe it needed to happen so that others, like you, by not repeating the mistakes their children made, deserved or good, by treating your own parents found even in tragedy, by breaking the cycle. Philip. That's how you honor them. That's how you make their suffering mean something. Grace. Go. If karma is real, does that mean everything bad that happens to someone is because they did something bad? Go. No, child. Life isn't that simple. Bad things happen to good people sometimes. Illness comes, accidents happen, life brings challenges that aren't about punishment. Karma is specifically about the consequences of our choices, especially in how we treat others. The Mabuza children made specific choices. They chose neglect. They chose selfishness. And karma responded to those choices. Sophie. So it's not about everything that happens, just about the things that echo back what we've done? Go. Yes. That's a good way to think about it. When you see someone experiencing exactly what they put out into the world, that's karma at work. But not every hardship is karmic. Some things are just life. The difference is in the pattern, the connection, the mirror-like quality of the consequence. The night had grown deeper. The children's mother called from inside, saying it was time for bed. But no one moved. They were held there by the power of the story, by the weight of its lessons, by the love in their grandmother's eyes. Susan. Quietly, Go. I have one more question. Go. Ask, my child. Susan. If the Mabuza children could do it all over again, knowing what they know now, what should they have done? Go. That's the question that haunts them every day, Susan. If they could go back, they should have visited more. Called more. sent enough money that their parents never had to worry, made their parents feel welcome in their homes, introduced them proudly to their friends and colleagues, fed them the best food, not leftovers, listened to their stories, asked for their advice, made them grandparents who knew their grandchildren, made them feel valued and loved until the very end. Timothy. All the things they didn't do. Go. All the things they thought they didn't have time for. All the things they thought could wait. All the things they believed didn't matter as much as their careers or their social lives or their convenience. But they were wrong. Those were the things that mattered most. Philip. We won't make that mistake. Go. I hope not. But remember, it's easy to say that now. The challenge comes later, when life gets complicated, when you're tired, when you're stressed, when there are 1,000 demands on your time. That's when you'll need to remember this night. Remember this story. Remember your promise. Grace. We'll remind each other. Go. That's what Sophie said, and she's right. We're all in this together. Go. Good. Support each other. When one of you gets too busy or forgetful, the others can help. That's what family does. Not just for parents and grandparents, but for each other. You're each other's keepers. Sophie. Go. Thank you for telling us this story. I know it wasn't easy. Go. Smiling sadly, it never is. These stories carry pain. But they also carry wisdom. I tell them not to hurt you or scare you, but to prepare you. To arm you with knowledge so that you can make better choices than those who came before. Susan. I love you, Go. I love you too, my precious one. I love all of you. More than you can possibly understand until you have children of your own. That's another lesson for another night. As they finally rose to go inside, each child hugged their grandmother tightly. They had come to the veranda expecting a simple story, a pleasant way to pass an evening. What they received was something far more valuable, a map for navigating the complex terrain of family obligations, success, and human decency. The stars continued their ancient watch as the family moved indoors. And somewhere in the village cemetery, under the African soil, Mr. and Mrs. Mabuza rested, their story now a lesson for future generations. Their suffering had not been in vain, if even one child learned to treat their parents better because of it. And far away in the city, 3 middle-aged people lay in their expensive beds, unable to sleep, haunted by the same ghosts, carrying the same regrets, living proof that karma, when it comes, brings with it a weight that no amount of wealth or success can ever lift. The end.